Hi, this is Adam Case, Wild Carp Club here in Baldwinsville, New York, and we have Kent and Bill here with us that have been members of the Wild Carp Club since its incept in 2012. Was it, gentlemen?
Yeah, around 2012, Jason Bernhardt and his other co-partner were talking, and they thought about starting up a fishing club just for locals to get together on maybe a monthly basis, and we could get together and fish, and just in a social way rather than in a heavy tournament competition.
So we've had a lot of fun fishing with Jason and the rest of the members of the Wild Carp Club, and Jason expanded that for quite some time. Went pretty much nationwide on the club. He had a lot of clubs throughout the United States on that. But when he retired, we kept the Wild Carp Club going here locally in Onondaga County on that. So.
Now, with this tournament here, how do you guys feel that the high waters has affected your swim and your ability to catch the amount of fish that you guys usually do? Is it harder this year than others?
This year is a little bit more difficult with the higher water, but again, you have to remember that these are the best anglers, carp anglers in the United States that have all come here. So conditions may change on that, but the challenge is there, and these guys are up to it on that. So water level's a little bit higher. You know, if you know your watercraft and where the fish are going to be, you shouldn't have too much of a problem on that.
Yeah, we've been able to adjust and work. You need to work. You need to work hard and continually try different things. And then once you find what it's working, then you stick to it and just keep doing that.
Been around the industry, even doing guide services from here all the way up to the in the Pulaski area.
We ran fishing lodges in Pulaski, New York for salmon, trout, and steelhead since
1992.
And then we got our guides license at that time and began guiding for salmon and trout. And you know, that's a migratory fish, so they come into the rivers and then they leave. So there's a big void during the summer months. And after one of the first tournaments that they had down here, Bill brought me down and said, "You're going to like this. You got big fish, and you got lots of them, and we'll have a ball." And believe it or not, he brought me to that spot right there.
The one right behind us.
And said, "Here's where we're going to fish," and we had a ball. I brought my son out the next day, and it was just fish after fish on that. And from then, as they say, I was hooked.
So what was nice about when we started catching carp, we were like, well, this is fun. We're catching big fish just like salmon. Well, on the Salmon River, we would let most of our fish go anyways. So we were like, well, we do the same thing here, but here's the difference. We don't have the crowds to deal with. We don't have the guys shoulder to shoulder. And the carp community in general seems to be more, culturally diverse of any sport I've ever seen, but also just the camaraderie. There's always people that get along with each other. There's no issues with somebody coming in, moving in on your spot. I mean, sometimes there's some pre-baited spots people don't want you to fish, but other than that, it's a great community to be a part of.
Now, last fall, I was one of the marshals that helped you weigh a lot of your fish, and we had a monsoon for 3 days. And in that fact, you guys placed, I believe it was first in the section, correct?
Yep, that would be correct. Yep, it was the monsoon. It was the worst conditions I've ever fished, and the same thing. We worked hard. We stuck it out. We have the proper equipment, and we made the best of it. And we were lucky enough to pull in the 6 biggest fish in the fall in that section. So.
I remember the fishing, and it was these guys were amazing in what they had done. I probably wouldn't have stuck it out. I probably would have packed it up and went home myself. So, guys, thank you very much for being on the channel, and we will look forward to seeing you towards the ceremony. Hi, this is Adam Case.